Hi guys, sorry to be a little late. Haven't done one of these lives for a very, very long time. So let's see if I've got some things going here. Get things set up so I can see your chats. I gotta get YouTube put up here. Get this over here. Lives are fun, but boy, when you haven't done them it's probably been, I'd say I've done unboxing videos, but I haven't done a live like this probably for almost 2 years. It's been, well, maybe it hasn't been 2 years. It's been about a year. I'm so glad to be able to get going with these again. But there's probably going to be some glitches, so bear with me. But let me get my chat up for YouTube quick and see if anybody's over there. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm so glad you're here, and I know I'm going to have to redo a few things here once I change uh, to where I'm making the card. But I'm going to be teaching you how to make a shaker card. I'm going to be using that Bottled Happiness bundle. I said Bottled Happiness. I keep wanting to put of in there. It's Bottled Happiness in the annual catalog. And you can make really cute shaker cards with this. And there are a couple little tricks to make it easier to make for you. So let me know if you can't hear me. I've got my little microphone here. I tried to hide it and it's still showing, but that's okay. But I think you can probably hear me just fine. And I'm going to wait a little bit longer. We've got a few people on. Give everybody a chance. And then we'll get going here in just a minute. Okay, put this away. Okay. I think we'll go ahead and get started. I always start with some business stuff first. Now, if you're here, go ahead and comment. I've got my Facebook up and YouTube. Whenever you comment, I'll try my best to look at it during the video. Sometimes I'll miss something. If I do, I'll go back and answer your comments after the video. But I'll try my best to get them answered during the video. So I hope you're ready to get started. Let me switch a screen here. I want to make sure, because a lot of you are new to me since I haven't done these lives for a while, and I want you to know about my thank you gift program. I used to do a doily rewards program, but this one I've been doing since October. This is the May ones, and the way these work, I add all the orders up that you place in that month. So in the month of May, we only got a week left of May, so but usually during the month, if you place more than one video order, I will add them all up before shipping and tax, the totals before shipping and tax, and that will determine what gifts you'll get. And they start from any size order. You get the video, the VIP video, access to it. And there are always 2 projects in these VIP videos. If you place at least a $50 order before shipping and tax, you also get the supplies for the first card in the video. If you place a $60 order, you will also get the Fun Flowers Resin Shapes dies. If you go up to $130, you'll get all of that plus the Painted Posies 3D embossing folder. I love this folder, and I've used it a few times in some videos. So if you want to go back to my YouTube channel, and I'll put a link. Those of you on Facebook, I'll put a link to that in the video description. I don't think I did that. Those of you on YouTube, just go to my channel, and you can find some things out there. And you can find a video. I can't remember which video. I will even mark that down in the video description too for you. So this is everything that what else? I'm getting sidetracked here. I started looking at something else. Sorry. I'm going to get flustered a few times because it's been a long time since I've done a live. So with it, $130 order, you get everything listed plus the Painted Posies 3D embossing folder. And then the $150 order, you will also get the supplies for the second card. So if you place a $150 order, do not use that host code, because that way you'll get the Stampin' Rewards from Stampin' Up, and you'll get all of my thank you gifts from me. Now you want to make sure if it's under $150 before shipping and tax, make sure you use that host code so you can get the thank you gifts. Okay, and I want to make sure you know about this. If you've ever thought about becoming a demonstrator, this is the time to do it. This is probably one of the best deals they've had in my 19 years of being a demonstrator. You will get $66.50 worth of in-color products for free added to your kit if you join my team by the end of May. So you've got till May 31st. You get all the products that are pictured. You get the 22 to 24 in-color grid paper. You get the 22 to 24 in-color 8.5 by 11 cardstock pack, and you get, I believe it's four sheets of each, I think is what it is. You get all 5 ink pads in the new in colors, and you get the full 6x6 DSP pack, pattern pack that has all of the in colors. It's a really good deal. Plus, you'll still get the regular $125 worth of product. your business supplies, your paper pumpkin kit, and free shipping on all of that for only $99. You can't beat that. It's such a good deal. Believe me, when I signed up, it costs a lot more to become a demonstrator. So you really want to take advantage of this. It's a really good deal. And then you'll always get 25% off, 20% off, at least 20% off on your orders when you become a demonstrator. And all they ask is that you reach a $300 minimum before shipping and tax in 3 months' time. Your first quarter is waived when you start, so you have till the end of August, I think. You have till the end of July to get to your. Oh, wait a minute, I'm thinking wrong. I'll have to look that date up, I think. But I know you get to skip the partial quarter, and then you get till the next quarter to get to that 300. And anything you order goes towards that 300. So if you just order everything on your own, you'll get your discount. And then I want to make sure you know about my online class. It just started today for the pre-order, that is. You'll get the class at the end of June. But if you pre-order my class until June 12th, you've got. Because after June 12th, then I'll order everything, get it all together, get the class together, and then mail it out to you by the end of June. If you're interested in that, click on that online class link below in the video description. And if you're watching on Facebook, just there in the post. And one last thing. They just found this out today, and I want to make sure you knew about it. In June, our kits collection, it's buy one, get one half off. Really, really good deal. Says all the kits in the collection qualify for the sale. They are based on availability, so if they sell out, you won't be able to get them during the sale. You'll need at least 2 kits in your cart for the discount to automatically apply at checkout. You can order as many as you want. And the neat thing is the discount, when you order on my online store, that is, the discount will automatically apply to the most expensive kit in your cart. I've been to some stores where they make the 50% be the cheapest thing. Stampin' Up makes sure it's the most expensive thing, so you get a better deal. Okay, I think we're going to go back to me a minute. Let me get my chat up for YouTube, because whenever I change, I can't see my chat on YouTube. So we will go ahead and get started with this card. So you don't need to look at me anymore. So I'll go ahead and switch here. At this, I know I'm going to have to fix a little bit here. As soon as I went live, I thought, oh no, I forgot to get this set up. So let's get this set up a little bit. I'll make sure I'm close enough that you can see what I'm doing. That looks pretty good. Get those colors adjusted a little bit. I definitely meant to do this before. There, that's a little better. So now you can see the colors a little better. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I love that the vintage bottle can be made into a shaker. Isn't that cool? Now, these are a little thick, so I'm not sure about mailing. I didn't meant to look into that, but you can definitely hand this to somebody, and they would love it. But I'll show you a trick on how to keep all these little effervescent. Let me get them in my video a little better. These are so pretty. Let me show you them in the actual container, because you can see them a lot better, I think. The video is probably not going to do them justice, but oh, they are so pretty. Now, this is one thing you want to be careful with when you make them. You don't want them flying all over the place. Hi, Teresa. Glad you're here. Okay, let's see if I can get through this without any more technical difficulties. So this will be what we're making. So I'm going to put this over here so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm also going to show you when you stamp with this set, it's got 2 different things here, so you can make 2 different colors. So I can make this one green and this one, say, the sweet sorbet or something. Well, I wanted them to be little different colors, and I'm going to show you how to do that a little easier than just using markers completely. So let's go ahead, speaking of that, let's go ahead and get some stamping done first. So I'm going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat here. Oops, almost knocked my light over. That would have been cute. Okay. Oh, I need to get my YouTube chat back up. Hold on a second. There we go. There. Okay. So I'm going to hold this, get this in the screen so you can see it better. There we go. And let's see. We need to stamp this up here. So I'm going to grab a piece of basic white. And please let me know if you have trouble hearing me. I keep going away from my microphone, so I probably will go in and out a little bit. But here is a piece of basic white that is 2 3/4 by 4 3/4. And first off, I'm going to stamp, I think, oh, it's been so long since I made this. I think I'm going to do this one first. And I'm going to be needing my Simply Chamois. So I'm going to get this out. I'm going to take my sweet sorbet. I could just use markers to change all of these, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to ink the whole thing up with my Sweet Sorbet. And that's the neat thing with, I think I'm using every single in color. Yes, I am. I'm using all the in colors. So there we've got our red. Now I'm going to take my chamois, and the things that I don't want to be red, which is just these outer things, I'm going to clean those off real quick. Okay, so now I don't have to take my marker and get all of those red things inked up with my marker. And I also think it inks up better using the pad on these more bold images on the stamp, because they show the streaks when you use the markers. So now I'm only going to have to do these outer ones. I think I've got them all cleaned up, so hopefully you're seeing that. They are stained red still, but believe me, the ink is off except for maybe this one. There we go. So we've got all the ink off. Now all I have to do is go in with some markers. So I forgot to put this over here. We'll get this out of the way so you guys can just see what I'm doing. Now I use the Starry Sky. This is the darker. And I'm going to put these wisteria kind of looking ones. Let's hurry up and color those in real quick, making sure I don't get on the red flowers. And then we've got this one here. And then the little ball type looking ones, I'm using the Orchid Oasis. Take that back. I'm using a Tahitian Tide. I had to think about that a minute because I thought those looked better with the Tahitian Tide color. And I'm proud of myself. I remember the in color. I'm still trying to learn these in colors. So all of the round ones I'm doing with this. And I think the smaller ones, you can't see the lines as much too with your marker. Another good reason to do it this way. Okay, and then there are these little bitty things on the sides. I'm going to use my Orchid Oasis. There we go. Got one color wrong. For those of you that have been around for a while, you remember that Orchid Opulence color. I can't believe that one came out of my mouth. That's a real old color. Okay, so we will get all of these colored in. I do believe that is everything. I'm going to huff on it. Here, let me switch so you can see what. Usually with a video, I can't show how you huff. I can do it this time. So what you do, you put your hand right around it like so. Let me see. There we go. And huff on it. You almost sound like Darth Vader. That re-moistens it. So let me hurry up and switch again. And then I will stamp this near the top up here. Now, it's not going to be perfect, but I'm okay with that. Some of the ones I use my markers are going to look more like watercolor effect, but that's fine with me. So there is that. Now I'm going to grab the green one, and we're going to do the same type thing. I'm going to do this in the green. And this one, there's some little centers here that go inside the flowers, and it's a little hard to use the chamois. So this is another way you can do this. I've inked it all up with the Parakeet Party. Now I'm going to take my blender pen, and I'm going to take some of those colors off these centers here. See, I want that one to stay. It's all these ones that look like little flowers that are in the middle that I want to take off. Hopefully I'm not taking off too much, but there we go. I think that's pretty good. Oh, I think this one comes off too. There we go. Now I can take my Daffodil Delight marker and color all those in. Got markers rolling everywhere. And if I got a couple leaves and they look yellow, it's not going to be that big a deal. When you do it on your own without a lot of, with the lights of a video, you can definitely see what you're doing a little better. Here, I'm going to stand up so I can definitely see what I'm doing here. I'm going to line this up. All those centers I want inside the flower centers. That's really what I'm looking for. The things that go inside, in between those flowers, that's what I want to line up. Oop, I'm off my paper here. And I'm coming off the screen. There we go. Got my camera a little different place than I normally do, so I'm used to coming down. There we go. So I'm slowly going down. So I made sure all of those little center things were in the middle. There we go. Isn't that pretty? We got all the pretty colors in there. So that's the way you can do that. Now, I could easily have just done the green, and then we would have had green centers, and that would have been fine, because it looks like I got a couple green centers because I missed them. So it still looks good, just stamping it with two different colors, no big deal. But I wanted to show you how you can do it with some different colors. Okay, now we're going to take our punch. This is the, let's see, what is this thing called? The vintage bottle punch. And I'm going to put this in here. I do believe I went, okay, you can kind of see the flowers. Let me see here. See how you can see the flower over there? You do not want to punch when you see the flowers there. So kind of make it so all the flowers aren't there. I'm putting it up as high as it can go. Kind of in the middle here. Actually, let's move it over a little bit and bring it down a little bit. I don't want to see any red here. I want it to be centered. This looks straight. I'm going to angle it to me so I can see it a little better, and then I'll show you. Okay, so this looks centered. There's no flowers showing in here. So now it's safe to punch. There we go. So that's ready to go. Now we need to grab the shaker dome. Here it is right here. I think this is so neat. I love these. Stampin' Up has made it really easy to be able to make shaker cards having these domes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the top one off. There's adhesive on the back and on the top. Pull this out. I'm going to turn this over and stick this right in that hole and make sure it's all attached. So now we've got that really neat bottle there. Isn't that neat? Okay. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Glad you're here. And some more people. Oh, and I lost my YouTube. Hold on a minute. Every time I change screens, I lose my YouTube chat. There we go. So we've got that there. Now let's go ahead and turn this over. Now this is going to be the trick I'm teaching you. I actually saw a demonstrator friend, Susan, do this. I thought, oh, this is brilliant. I'm going to take a piece. Now she used vellum. I'm going to just use white cardstock. But this is going to cover this up after we put those effervescent things in there, elements in there. So where did I just put those? Oh, here we go. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab this. You can use just a regular dish, but I'm going to put them in here. It's one of our old embossing things we used to have. I'm going to pour some in here. That way, if I get a few out, they're just going to go different places. Now, that's probably a little too many. I don't want them to be too full. I want to be able to shake a little bit. Okay, so we've got that there. I might put a couple up here. There we go. Now, while it's sitting here, we're going to remove. Let's see if we can hold this. There we go. Okay. So we've got that. Put a few more in there. Looks like I knocked some out. Here, let's just do this. And I will pour them back in here later. Get them off the little sticky part. Now grab this piece right here and cover that up. There we go. So now when we turn this over, you don't have to worry about those coming out. So isn't that neat? I really like that. So wasn't that easy? And you can definitely put the vellum on there if you want the color of the cardstock that's behind it to show. Mine was going to be yellow, and I just wanted the white to show. Actually, I probably could have filled that in a little more, but I think that looks pretty good. So that's how the shaker card works. Get that out of the way and get this closed up before I make a big mess. Okay. Now that we've got that ready, and if you're just coming on because I'm noticing the numbers going up, you can watch the beginning of this video after the live's over. That way you can see how we put all this together. I'm going to go ahead and turn this over, grab my seal, and it's just about gone. Might have to put a new refill in it here in a minute. But don't worry, I've got one handy. So I'm making sure all of these are covered up. I'm even going to put a little bit on this one. I sure do need it. I knew it was low. I didn't think it was that low. Let's hurry up and get. Now you can see how easy it is to change out the seal refill. I honestly thought I was going to make it through the video, but I got one out just in case. So all I have to do is pop it on. Pretty easy. Let's make sure I'm lining it up right. There we go. So they're little things right here. Well, I'm starting to lose my voice. There we go. Push that down. And this one just goes right on top. And that's how easy it is to change them out. Now, sometimes you have to wheel it a little bit to get the adhesive going again. And there, it's there. So now I can put there, ready to go again. And I'm going to put this right here in the center. Oh, and I forgot to say the size of this. This is 2 7/8 by 4 7/8, the adhesion tied. Now, all the sizes I'm quoting here are going to be in a blog post. I still have to write that. It'll be there by tonight. so you can get all the sizes and the supply list if you want to make this card yourself. Okay, I'm going to grab, let's see, let's go ahead. I was going to do the bow. We're going to do something else here. Let's go ahead and grab the card base. We are all done. Oh, we aren't all done stamping. You know what? I want to show you a trick. I almost forgot about this. I'm going to grab my little Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, because I just need to use it for one little tag. I'm using the tailor-made tags. These are in the annual catalog. These came out last year, and I love them. I use them all the time. Now I'm using this one here. This is the second smallest of this set. And this was going to be too long of a tag, so I'm going to show you how to shorten this tag up. So let me get this out of the way. We'll get this on here, put that there, and then run it through. Okay. Normally I stamp before I do a tag, or stamp before I die cut, I mean. But this time we're going to stamp and then die cut some more. So I'm going to grab, I'll get that paper out of the way. I am making a big mess here. Parakeet Party, and I'm going to use Sending a Little Message. And we will stamp this up here near the top of the tag. Let me stand up again so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And now what I could do is just take my scissors and cut across here, but then we'd lose all the little sewing, like the dots that are around it. And I still wanted to have that border. So we will take this here, bring this back in, get it set up. And to set up a die, I forgot to say that, you put the platform number 1, and you put a standard cutting plate number 2 on top. Get that out of the way. Now I'm going to bring this, and I'm going to move this up where I want it, and then I kind of move this. Once you, okay, we're going to lay this down. Just want to make sure you're seeing it. It looks like I'm out. Let me move this. There we go. Wish my camera was where it usually is. And I'm going to lay this down, and I can feel the dots lock into place. Now, I still want it shorter than that, so let's bring it up a little bit more. That feels good, and it's definitely locked into the dots in that. Okay. Now I'll take another standard cutting plate, pull this out a little bit, hold that down. We'll run it through, and now we are going to have a shorter tag, that is. That comes off, and we've still got our little dots here at the bottom. Isn't that cool? So you can use these and make them different sizes if you need to. Now that is all the die cutting we need to do, so I'm going to get this completely out of the way. Okay. Now, let's do, we do have a little more stamping to do. I always do the inside of my cards. If you ever watch my videos, we don't need this out anymore. I always do the inside of my cards. So I need to grab this. I normally don't make this big of a mess when I'm doing a video, but when they're live, you got to keep moving. What did I do the inside? Oh, yeah. I'm going to grab, let me show you the stamp set. I just realized I didn't show you the stamp set. So it has some different size jars. These two are the ones that you can punch out with the punch. But I'm going to be using this one here and using this little branch right here. And I wanted it to be more see-through. I'm doing Daffodil Delight. But I wanted this to be a little more see-through. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink this up, stamp it off to make it lighter, and put it down here in the bottom right corner. So that gives you a lighter effect with the jar. And then I'm going to grab my Parakeet Party and this branch here. And then I'm going to put it right here. There we go. So now we've got our little branch inside our jar. So that's the inside of our card. I'll put this over to the side for now. Let's grab the card base. I love this Tahitian tide. It is so pretty. This is a 5.5 by 8.5 piece. We'll line up those corners. Oh, my bone folder's missing. Grab another one here. Thankfully, I have another one on hand. get those corners, all 4 corners lined up. There we go. And then fold. I'm going to grab a piece of Daffodil Delight. And this is a piece of that 2020, well, the 22 to 24 in color DSP. So this is one of the packs that you would get free if you sign up to become a demonstrator on my team. And if you do, I will be sending you a welcome packet too. Have some little goodies for you to give to you. Because I'd love for you to join my team. And remember, that ends May 31st. So you've only got less than 7 days to do it. So I'm going to put this on here at the left side. So I'm lining the long left edge with the top and bottom. Okay. Now we need to find, where did I put? Oh, here we go. The pretty thing. We need to put this here. Now, one thing I forgot to do was my bow. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to use a glue dot to pop it on there. There is another way to do it, and I realized as soon as I put this together, I forgot to do it. So I'll have to do another video with this, making a different card, and show you a trick that I learned. So this one ended up being a 12-inch piece. I really didn't need it to be that long, but that's okay. So I will just improvise because I can't fix it. There we go. And we will just stick that on. It's going to look really cute just using the glue dot. So grab my glue dots. And since my knot is going to be smaller than the glue dot, just kind of pinch the glue dot while it's still on the paper backing to make it smaller. And then we'll just stick it right here on the top of the bottle. That looks pretty good. So I shouldn't have told you I messed up. You would have never known. So let's go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. I remember what I was going to do. I was going to type. Boy, I'm really batting 1,000 here. Well, this will work. We'll go ahead and put this on. I'm going to put this on first, actually. I'm not kidding. It has been probably a month since I made this card. I've been meaning to start lives for a while now. Okay, get this on here. Oops, get this one going again. Whenever you don't, you always have to do like a little check to cut the adhesive. And sometimes it'll pull away if you don't do it right. Just wheel this up a little bit till the adhesive's here at the end. And it works perfect again. So we'll put this right on the card base. Oh, I'm getting out of screen again, guys. Sorry. I'm going to make sure I've got this in the right spot next time. Now we're going to, because I'm going by my memory of where I normally have my camera and forgetting to look up. Now, the trick with this is having the bottle in the way. Well, keeps wheeling that wrong. It's a little harder to get adhesive down here where the bottle is, but it's doable. There we go. So we will go ahead and put this on right here. And I'm out of the video again. Sorry about that. Okay, there we go. So now we've got that on. And I'm going to put the tag right here. And I think I'm even going to thread it. Let's see if this will work since I forgot to thread it when I was doing my bow. Nope, that looks so funny. So we're just going to cut this. I promise my life will be better next time. I can tell I'm messing up big time. It's been way too long since I've done these. Okay. So we've got that there. And now I'm going to put this on with a dimensional. This is going to be hanging over this a little bit. So let's put a couple so it doesn't wobble here on the bottom. Okay. Grab my take your pick tool and I'll take the paper backings off. And I'm going to put some adhesive up here at the top, just regular seal, since this is going to be popped up on that bottle. Okay. And you know what I'm going to do? Something I didn't do on my first one, since I'm actually changing this card up completely. If I can find my, hold on just a second. I've got my in color matte dots here somewhere. There we go. Let's see, what color should we use? Because I feel like that hole needs a little something. I think I'm going to use the red because we've got a lot of the blues and yellows going on here. And we need a little pop of color. So I'm going to grab one of my sweet sorbet ones. Oops, I don't have enough sticky on this. pull that out. There we go. And we will just put that right there. Now it looks like it's attached. Oh, you know what? I didn't get the adhesive on that. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Get a glue dot. If anything can go wrong, it's going to go wrong in Alive. I have learned that from back when I did them all the time. Now we can put this on because it has a glue dot on the back. There, now the tag looks finished. So isn't that neat? I really like how this look turns out. And then we're going to put that inside in. So we'll turn this over. Okay. And we will put this right here. And we are done with that shaker card. And I will come up with another card so I can show you the other way to do the bow. But this is another way to do it, just using that glue dot. And it goes on pretty good. I think it looks about the exact same as my original card on the bow part. So I hope you enjoyed today's card. Now, one thing I did forget to do. Thanks, Teresa. You've done lives. You know how these things go. Okay. I did forget to tell you. So with this being my first one, I thought I would do a little door prize. If you share my video between now and the end of the day next Monday, or actually up until my next live, I will do a drawing, and you will earn. This is something that's retired. I got it out of the clearance rack. It's a full pack of those classic garage metal elements. So if you missed your chance of getting these, they are really cute. So we all need stuff for masculine projects, I think, and I think these are really perfect. So if you want to get these, please share my video between now and, let's see, that would make it June 7th, I think. Do it by 1 p.m. Eastern Time, June 7th. From now until then, take that back. I'm getting all my dates mixed up. This is May 24th. Okay. Let me look at my calendar here. I thought I had this all in my head, and I'm not thinking 31st. I was right. Changed my mind. It is May 31st by 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you share it from now until then you can get these, and I will draw your name. If I draw your name, you'll get these free, and I'll mail them out to you. Plus the card that I made. Well, actually, this card, because this one looks a little better, in the mail. So you'll get this and this if you share my video between now and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on March 31st. And that's when the next video is going to be. There we go. Next Tuesday, May 31st at 3 p.m. And I'll be doing these at 3 p.m. Unless something comes up. But I'm planning on doing those every Tuesday at 3 p.m. And I'll get back in the groove of this. There's so many things to remember with lives, but they are fun. They can be a little stressful, but I'm glad you guys are here. Oh, hi, Pat. I'm glad you're here. Oh, well, thank you. I always love to hear that. If you're not interested in something after you see me make it, then you're interested. That makes my day. Thanks, Pat. Okay, let's go ahead and I think we are done. Yes, I've remembered everything. Little crazy there for a little bit, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will be back again, like I said, next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is May 31st. It's not March. This has been a crazy day. We had some things come up, so my mind's kind of going every which way. So I hope you have a good day, guys. Bye.